أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Assalamu alaikum, my brothers in Islam. Again, here is a warning. This hadith or the Sharh was written about almost 100 years ago, but it is in Sahih Muslim, Sharh and Nawawi. All what I'm trying to point out is, if actually we have been reading seriously on the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how could we today be mistaken or misunderstanding? That is what my concern is. And I mentioned some times ago that one day I advised late Abu Bakr Mahmud Gumi to be explaining or touching on the Sharh of Sahih Muslim in order to make his followers, including me, his students, to understand the Sunnah carefully. Because at that time I had my Sahih Bukhari Sharh by Imam Nawawi, and I used to follow his explanation at the same time referring to my Sharh al-Nawawi. He told me that it is not his responsibility to make everyone understand every detail of the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I think that was the second episode or incident, because the first incident was the letter I wrote to him. I wrote to Dr. Muhammad Muhsin Khan, delivered by Abu Bakr Mahmud Gumi to his office in University of Medina. I received the same reply that it's not his responsibility to explain to me every detail in the Sunnah. Well, that is what I was, warned. You don't believe in that. Now, this is in relation to the verse on fasting. Fakulu wa sharabu, eat and drink until there is difference between the day, night and the day. Then there was misunderstanding by Hatim ibn Adi, who accepted Islam 9th year after Hijrah, while this verse was revealed exactly about 18 months after Hijrah. So look at, we don't read, and then we create confusion. Now Qadi Iyad said, the problem is this: إنما أخذ أقالينا وجعلهما تحت رأسه وتأول آية لكونه سبق إلى فهمه أن المراد بها هذا. You see, this is a problem. We always make ahead our worship, not waiting to understand clearly what it means. Simply, we don't have the teachers. You don't have the means. Because if you are teachers, elders have the means, they could have actually explained everything, taken us out of mistakes. وَكَذَا وَقَعَ لِغَيْرُهُ مِمَّنْ فَعَلَ فِعِلَهُ وَمِمَّنْ فَعَلَهُ. So it is nothing but a qalid. Hatta nadala qawlihi subhanahu wa ta'ala min al-fajr. You see, if you understand the argument of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that the sunnah is revealed in stages, not jumlatun wahida like the Torah. Allah mukthir. فعلموا أن المراد به بياد النهار وسواد الليل وليس المراد أن هذا كان حكم الشرع أولا وكان حكم الشرع أولا ثم نصح بقوله تعالى من الفجر كما أشار إليه الطاوي وداودي قال قادي وإنما المراد أن ذلك فعله وتأوله من لم يكن مخالطا للنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. This is very, very important. Why did they actually do what they did, put black and white under his pillow? The reason is because he was late, 9th year after Hijrah, while the revelation was very early, 18th month after Hijrah. So you see, my brothers, because he was not muhalitan or mutakhalitan للنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, so he made mistakes. So the question is, how can people or a Muslim who has the means, I always say have the means, he is favored by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to read and understand, make a mistake? It's impossible, because you are always with Allah subhanahu, you are mixing with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are with him. You are Prophet Noah alayhi salam. He walks with Allah. Bal huwa min a'rab. Definitely it is nothing but out of the language. وَمَنْ لَا فَقَهُ إِنْدَهُ وَمَنْ لَا فِقْهُ إِنْدَهُ, who does not actually understand. But then, who was a Jew? It's not part of their Sharia. أو لم يكن من لغة الاستعمال الخير من في الليل والنهار. He was a Jew, Arabic or Hebrew, not an Arab. Or even is an Arab, it depends upon the tribe, because they have different accents and the way of expression. لأنه لا يجوز تأخير البيان عن وقت الحاجة. This is your problem. Wait, don't tell the truth instantaneously. If you see the sun rising up, it doesn't signify anything. It is no longer morning, it is still night. So why are we delaying تأخير البيان عن وقت الحاجة? Why is it? Because we want pride. Let us stop unnecessary fatwa, bayan, all the things we see in these useless TVs called Islamic TV. They are useless because you don't know basic principle, the meaning of La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We just know it like thin air, like what we say, an airplane flying. You just look up, you haven't seen it, but you only had the sound. Okay? We don't know. ولهذا أنكر النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الدي بقوله إن وسادك لا أريد إنما هو بياد النهار وسواد الليل. It's just what we call immiscibility constant. The difference between night and day. Immiscibility. وقال وفيه أن الألفاظ مشتركة لا يسار إلى أمل بأظهار وجوهها. Now this is again your mistakes. You just alfaz another mushtarakatan. That is the complication of Arabic language. And the purpose of sending Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, practically demonstrated by Uthman ibn Affan when he did not include Abdullah ibn Mas'ud in final compilation of the Holy Quran, because he read the Holy Quran in their dialects of Hazar or Huzayl. So الفاظ مشتركة لا يسار إلى الأمل بأظهار وجوهها. Your problem is you don't know the word. The word means it's a relativity. They are all coordinates. Like flying from wherever you are to one region. There are so many air traffic centers. You pass one, you are waiting to reach the other one. If you reach the other one, you have passed it. It is behind. The other one is in front. You don't understand what the zawal is. It's continuous movement of the sun from east to west. Then, with the complicated nature of Arabic, they divided zawal and kabad. Then istiwa means a lot of things. But what is the, as they said, muhalitan للنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. They don't know, they haven't read anything. Not even learning the Arabic language. Then following sequentially the development of the Sharia. I followed it sequentially, especially in Nahawu. I knew Umar ibn Khattab meeting a Bedouin, reciting Surah Al-Bara'a, making mistakes. He called, Umar ibn Khattab, he called Abu Aswad ad-Duali, look, make categorical description of Nahaw. People should not be making mistakes when they are reciting the Holy Quran. I know that development. For Al-Aswadi, most of them were Iranians. To today, because there are books written, I have reshadowed for whole. That's not read by any Arab scholar. This is what Aha al-Wali complained. That even in Al-Qur'an University, this book, Irshad al-Fuhul by Shawkani, is important. You should read it. But nobody is reading it. I read it. I have been reading it. And I follow his descriptions. I read Sibawiyah. So what are you telling us, you people who complain that you are scholars? You don't know anything. لا يسار إلى الأمل بأظهار وجوهها. You have to understand what zawal is. That is, it is a coordinate. It is a coordinate. And it's not zawal and kabad. وطولة or zawal between zillu and the fire. You don't know all these differentiations. There are difference between zillu and the fire. So what I'm telling us, so please stop مشتركة الفاظ إلى أمل بأظهار وجوهها. No, it's رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. وكذا استعمالها إلا إذا أدم البيان. Exactly, أدم البيان. وكان البيان حاصلا بوجود النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. حاصلا. حاصلا, its beginning, its origin, it was Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So please, my brothers, let us stop this ignorance and arrogance. It won't lead you to anywhere but into the depth of Jahannam. So look at it, 100 years ago almost, but our scholars are still making mistakes, not relying everything on what Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam explained, I quite agree that we can't achieve better than what they achieved earlier. And certainly it can't be anybody else but the Sahabas. قال أبو عبيدة الخيط أبيض الفجر الصادق والخيط أسود الليل والخيط لون. So my brothers, please help us and educate us, remind us by you participating in reading what you have made available to you on the basis of the favor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Subhanahu wa ta'ala, he will ask you only limited. You see, he will not ask you, for example, when you went to Kenya, or when you were in Kenya, why didn't you go and visit their bookshops? Allah will ask me that. You see, I have never been to a Muslim country except America, because I don't think they have a lot of books in their bookshops. Or I don't know the Muslim bookshops in America. But I know all the bookshops in London. I know all the bookshops in Dubai. I know some of the bookshops in Jeddah when I used to go for medical team. Because there aren't many, and there aren't a lot of Islamic books in Saudi Arabia. So my brothers, please, stop arguing, stop looking at somebody else. Look under the tip of your lashes and under your tongue to save yourself from disgrace in the hereafter. Assalamu alaikum.